ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपात्तमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। अथ पंचमोऽध्यायः।
पंचमोऽध्यायः।
अर्जुन उवाच सन्न्यासं कर्मणां कृष्ण पुनर्योगं च शंससि। यच्छ्रेय एतयोरेकम् तन्मे ब्रूहि सुनिश्चितम्। श्रीभगवानुवाच सन्न्यासः कर्मयोगश्च निःश्रेयसकरावुभौ। तयोस्तु कर्म सन्न्यासात् कर्मयोगो विशिष्यते। The chapter begins with the question of Arjuna, which we saw in the last class. Arjuna's questions are our questions. Really, if you study Gita very sincerely, committedly, naturally these questions will arise. This is my personal experience also. Like Arjuna, when we read the second chapter and all, the question will come many places, many times. So Arjuna is beautiful representation of the beautiful representation of us only. Vyasacharya beautifully presented. Arjuna is not an Uttam Adhikari. Uttam Adhikari for Jnana. Uttam Adhikari, I'm saying with regard to Jnana. He is a noble man, a Dharmika Purusha, no doubt, highly capable, adept, skillful person, has got all the capabilities, talents. It's a noble person, it's a Dharmika, there is no doubt. Valorous, who has conquered all the great warriors, even he helped the Indra to fight their enemies. So, but it's not an Uttam Adhikari with regard to Jnanam. Jnana Vishaye, with regard to Jnanam, it requires certain preparedness. So that's why he said Arjuna represents all of us. Uttam Adhikari with regard to Jnanam doesn't mean he's a Manda and okay, he's in the preparatory stage, in the beginning stage, preparatory stage. He's interested in moksha, like all of us, but he has got inclination more in pravritti, in doing. He has inclination more in pravritti. How do you know he is inclined in doing pravritti? He wants to take sannyasa. Many times he said in the first chapter, again second chapter, he dropped in the first chapter, we saw he dropped his bow and arrow and just sat, wanted to run away from the battle. That is nivritti. He wants nivritti. How you say pravritti? That sudden nivritti, idea of nivritti came in the battlefield only. But till then, he wanted to fight. He wanted to fight the Kauravas and he wanted to take back the kingdom. In fact, he wanted to finish all the people, all the opponents, the Kauravas. So therefore, pravritti was there. All the way it is pravritti. So suddenly he's talking about nivritti is because overpowered by the compassion for the people who are his own kith and kin. Suddenly this idea of nivritti, that is sannyasa, came. Therefore only Krishna has to remind him. I appreciate that you wanted to take sannyasa, but sannyasa is, if you take as a escape means, then it will not serve the purpose. If you are interested in jnanam, then continue what you are doing now, but you change that into a yoga, karma yoga. So therefore, with regard to karma yoga, is an adhikari. The karma yoga alone makes a person an adhikari. That is what we have been studying through all the text, Prakarana Grantha, Tattvabodha, all of the text. Karma yoga alone makes a person, prepares a person into a yogya purusha, adhikari. Why karma yoga? Because Nitanta nirmala swantaha nirgata kalmashataya. We have seen the definition of adhikari in Vedanta Sara. So for handling the ragadvesha again are dictated, the ragadvesha are dictated by our samskara, we just now saw. So therefore, one has to handle the ragadvesha not commanded by Ragadvesha, one should act. If that is there, then Jnanam cannot take place. Jnanam requires objectivity. So therefore, this karma yoga, upasana, etc. makes a person an adhikari. Therefore, and also here the Arjuna, he has a responsibility. So therefore, when the question was asked, if jnanam is greater than karma, why do you engage in karma? That was a question. Jayasi chet karmanaste mata buddhiri janardana tatkim karmani gore mam niyojayasi keshava. If jayasi chet karmanahate, if compared to karma, if jnanam is superior, then why you putting me into karma? There we know, based on the background of the second chapter, Arjuna asks this question. We also have the same doubt as Arjuna. But Krishna was very clear. This was real confusion in the mind of Arjuna. The confusion was, he thought that there are different means for jnana, different means for moksha. Mokshaya, there is only one sadhanam, jnanam eva sadhanam. Jnanam alone is moksha. Jnanat eva kaivalyam, jnanam eva mokshaha. And that jnanam is gained, or the jnanam, for the jnanam, one has to be an adhikari, and that is gained by making oneself prepared through certain means. And that is called yoga, karma yoga, which includes upasana also. Karma yoga means it includes upasana also. So there is a krama. There is no comparison at all in real, in fact. Karma yoga followed by jnana yoga, then jnanam, then moksha. This is a krama. There is no confusion with regard to the means for moksha. Jnanam is sakshat karanam, and karma is paramparaya karanam bhavati. And that also Bhagavan Krishna made it very clear. So that question was asked with regard to which one you are praising jnanam and asking me to do karma. If jnanam is greater, then let me pursue jnanam. No, sir, that is not possible. For jnanam, one has to be prepared. So for that, karma is a means. Therefore, you do karma. Therefore, the doubt is clear. Fine. And here again, the doubt is asked with regard to the ashrama here. With regard to the lifestyle, the question is asked. Why? Because Krishna has said in the third chapter again, Lokesmin dvidha nishta pura prokta bhayanaha jnana yogena sankyanam karma yogena yogena. Jnanam, that is moksha, is the end for which two lifestyles have been taught by me. One is the lifestyle of sannyasa, which is characterized by the pursuit of jnanam, jnana yoga. And another one is the lifestyle of grihastha, which is characterized by karma yoga. So, with regard to the two lifestyles, there is choice. These are two lifestyles. You can choose any. You can choose the lifestyle of grihastha, or you can choose the lifestyle of sannyasa, provided if one is a yogya purusha. Even grihastha also one has to be yogya. Not that one, because one is physically matured, can get into grihastha. It requires a lot of maturity, pakvata. Age alone is not the factor. There are so many factors involved which makes a person a qualified person for grihastha. But nobody talks about that also. So it's an important thing. Being a grihastha is also not easy. Not being a grihastha. Grihastha ashrama is not easy. It is there is no ashrama which is easy or difficult. It's all purely, it is contextual, it is personal. We say sannyasa is difficult. Where you say, when do you say? From the grihastha ashrama, you say sannyasa is difficult. But grihastha ashrama also is difficult. The person who has taken sannyasa has undergone this grihastha ashrama probably, either in this janma or previous janma or whatever this would have gone, then got maturity and come to sannyasa ashrama. So that's different. Therefore, it has been, yes, followed, yes, it has given in the eligibility, the maturity, therefore. So what I'm saying, Grihastha Ashrama also is as much difficult as much it is the difficulties are involved. So it is not easy. It also requires certain preparation, certain prerequisites are there for the person getting engaged into the Grihastha Ashrama. Because Grihasthashramis have more responsibilities. Sannyasis are free from responsibility, free from family, social, all other responsibilities. Nobody can question sannyasis. But Grihastha highly responsible people. So, therefore, since in Grihastha you are with the family, with the society, so therefore you have got more scope to, the more scope to to uh, to polish the rough surface, rough edges. If at all, if you have rough edges, this ashrama is more appropriate to polish, to prepare. So, therefore, since sannyasa ashrama involves solitude, it involves moving away, arthir janasamsadi, etc. That requires certain mind setup. So, therefore, since you are Arjuna is in Grihastha Ashrama, therefore, being Grihastha Ashrama, you very well can follow. You don't have, with regard to lifestyle, there is a choice. But both lifestyles finally lead to Jnanam only. Jnanena eva moksha for both Grihastha Ashramis as well as Sannyasis. With regard to the two lifestyles, you have choice. But you being a Grihastha, you can continue to be in Grihastha because you have got that samskara more. So you can continue to be a Grihastha and do Karma Yoga. And you can gain the same end as a sannyasi gain. With regard to the gain, with regard to the end gain, there is no difference. It is same. With regard to the end, there is no difference. Both the Grihasthas, both the Karma Yogis, Grihastha means Karma Yogi means Grihastha. That is what we take for our class. So both Karma Yogis and Sannyasi, for them, both of them, the end is same. The end to be gained is same, moksha only. Let the lifestyles be different. What's the problem? There is no problem with regard to the lifestyle. With regard to lifestyle, there is choice. But with regard to sadhanam, the means for jnanam, there is no choice. It should be very clear. With regard to lifestyles, there is a choice. With regard to moksha sadhanam, there is no choice. Moksha sadhanam is jnanam. And for jnanam, these are two lifestyles. Dvida nishta puramaya prokta. It is very clear. So now here, Arjuna, what he is asking is, among the two lifestyles, it seems to me, for me, sannyasa is better because you are free from responsibility, because he is in the battlefield. Therefore, he says, sannyasam karmanam Krishna, punaryogam shamsasi. You tell me very definitely, for sure, among these two lifestyles, which is better? Because sannyasam karmanam Krishna, punaha yogam cha shamsasi. Karmanam sannyasam you talk about, where in the previous chapter. Now again you are praising yoga. You are asking me to do karma, where in the last sloka of the previous chapter we saw atishta, yogam atishta, tishta iti. So, therefore only the question comes, having praised sannyasa, then you are asking me to do yoga. Then therefore only Bhagavan Krishna answered, whether it is sannyasa or karma yoga, both are nishreyasa karau. Very clear. Both are the means for gaining jnanam. Nishreyasam karoti iti nishreyasa karaha. Nishreyasa means moksha. Both are the producers of moksha. What? Sannyasa, ashrama, bhagya sannyasa, ashrama sannyasa, as well as karma yoga, grihastha ashrama. Both are nishreyasa karau. Both are the producers. Both lifestyle are or both lifestyles are meant for gaining the end, that is Jnanam, Moksha only. Only two different lifestyles. Only the difference in with whom you interact. Only difference in fact, Swamiji used to say, a place where a sannyasi live, it's called Kutiya. The place where a Grihastha live is called a house or Bhavanam. The food what a sannyasi takes, it's called Bhiksha. The food what a Grihastha takes is called Bhojanam. Only there is the difference in the name. But I mean, not just difference, the attitude difference. Therefore, a Grihastha also can have the attitude of a sannyasi. Need not have Bhagya Sannyasa, but Antara Sannyasa. Therefore, there is more emphasis on Antara Sannyasa. Therefore, with regard to the lifestyle, since you have choice, and Antara Sannyasa is important more than Bhagya Sannyasa, therefore, Karma Sannyasat, Karma Yoga Vishishyate. Therefore, Karma Sannyasat, Sannyasa Ashramat, Karma Yoga Grihasthashrama Vishishyate. That meaning very well can be taken very contextually. So Karma Yoga Vishishyate. Sannyasis are not supposed to do karma. Really speaking, sannyasis, but some people take to sannyasa and because of their probably of their the samskara or whatever it may be, they have taken to sannyasa and they do karma yoga plus jnana, both. That is fine. That's ashrama only, not that. The karma yoga means not here. Karma yoga means not Vedic karma. A sannyasi doing karma is not Vedic karma. Vedic karma, Agni karma, only Grihasthas have got eligibility. Karma yoga, sannyasis do means it is social activities, some welfare activities, flood, famine relief activities, like these many ashramas they do. So those can be done. Karma yoga, are educating the child, teaching, etc. That a sannyasi can do. That is reaching out action, a karma yogi. A sannyasi can do karma yoga in addition to jnana. That is important. Sannyasa ashrama is mainly for jnana, shavana, manana, nididhyasana. One has to be exclusively committed to jnana. That is sannyasa ashrama. As a preparation, the person can do karma yoga also. Nothing wrong. But the same thing Grihasthas also can do. As sannyasis are doing, and they are not eligible for Agni Karma. Grihasthas are also eligible for Agni Karma, and they also can do the reaching out activities, Panchamaha Yajna, etc. They can do Karma Yoga as well as they can pursue Jnanam. What prevents them? Nothing. Therefore, with regards to lifestyle, there is no problem. There is choice. Both are Nishreyasa Karau. Therefore, it's very clear. With regard to the means for moksha, Jnanam is the means. There is no choice with regard to means of moksha. With regard to lifestyle, there is choice. So two different questions asked. One in the third chapter was made clear, and now in the fifth chapter, it is the question about the ashrama. It's the question about the ashrama. Karma sannyasa. Karma sannyasa is represents sannyasa ashrama. Sannyasa ashrama, that is in which the karmas are given up. Vedic karmas are given up. Even also some Laukika karmas are also given up because the person doesn't have family and social responsibilities are also not there. Certain social responsibilities. He has to be socially responsible, but not like the others. So not there. Therefore, karma sannyasa. That is karma sannyasa. Now in the next shloka. Now in the next shloka, Bhagavan Krishna, he praises the Grihasthas. Even though they are Grihasthas, they also can be Nitya Sannyasi. How? Let us read the third shloka. Nyeyasya Nitya Sannyasi. Yo nadveshti na kankshati. Nirdvandho hi mahabhago. Sukham bandhat pramuchyate.
Sukham
bandhat pramuchyate.
Nyayasa nitya sannyasi, nyayaha, nyayaha, ज्ञातव्यः. Saha nitya sannyasi, saha nitya sannyasi iti jnayah. He is to be understood as nitya sannyasi. What is nitya sannyasi? Is there any nitya sannyasi, anitya sannyasi? Sannyasi means the person. Sannyasi, sannyasino, sannyasinah. Sannyasin is a pratipadikam nakaranta shabda referring to the person. Sannyasi, nitya sannyasi. He is to be understood as nitya sannyasi. Kaha, that is said later. Yonadveshti nakamshati iti. But what is nitya sannyasi? Is a sannyasi always. Is a sannyasi always. A person who has taken to sannyasi is a sannyasi, is a nitya sannyasi. He can be called nitya sannyasi. We don't have to call nitya sannyasi. We don't call a sannyasi as nitya sannyasi or anitya sannyasi. A sannyasi, a person who has taken to sannyasa ashrama, is called a sannyasi, is a nitya sannyasi. Here, nitya sannyasi, whom do you call? That is, this grihasthas also are called, they can be called, or they should be known, nyayaha, jnatavyaha, nitya sannyasi iti. So, know that person to be nitya sannyasi. He is not saying grihastha, but I am saying, you can understand because yaha na dveshti na kankshati, it is common for everyone, whether it is grihastha, sannyasa, whichever ashrama. Yaha na dveshti, yaha na kankshati. Dveshti means dvesha. Kanksha means raga. Yaha na dveshti, yaha na kankshati. The one who doesn't have or who doesn't come under the spell of raga dvesha, that person, that what makes a person a sannyasi. Yo na dveshti na kankshati. Yo na dveshti na kankshati. Who is not under or who doesn't come under the spell of raga dvesha, that person is called a sannyasi, nitya sannyasi. That person may be a grihastha also. So, सः नित्य सन्यासी इति ज्ञातव्यः यः कः यः न द्वेष्टि न काङ्क्षति यः न द्वेष्टि न काङ्क्षति सः नित्य सन्यासी is not kadachitka sannyasi. Kadachitka means sometimes sannyasi, sometimes not sannyasi. No, that person who doesn't come, who doesn't act dictated by ragadvesha, that person is a nitya sannyasi. It means he has say over ragadvesha. So, see, ragadvesha completely cannot be removed. Ragadvesha can be, one can keep under check. That's why we call neutralization of ragadvesha, not allowing the ragadvesha to impel a person to act. You have a certain ragadvesha, certain likes and dislikes will be there. A person may not like Karela, bitter gourd. If dvesha is a doesn't like, even after sannyasa, he may not like also because he has taken sannyasa. So that the dvesha will go away. No. So certain likes and dislikes will be there. If it is not harmful, there is no problem. Certain likes and likes which are harmful, but it will be there, but one can keep them under check and not act upon that. That is possible. So that person who doesn't come under the spell of raga dvesha, whoever it may be, whichever ashrama let it may be, that person is a nitya sannyasi. So for to be a nitya sannyasi, one need not be a sannyasi. Anybody can be a sannyasi, nitya sannyasi, this is called antara sannyasa. Yaha na dveshti na kankshati. Dvesha and raga dvesha are in the mind. Therefore, one can be mentally a sannyasi. And also, being a grihastha alone has that the opportunity to tackle raga dvesha. Whereas sannyasi, he cannot. He doesn't have the chance. He doesn't have the means to act on to tackle ragadvesha. Whereas grihasthas, they are very safe. Therefore, through karma yoga, they can neutralize, they can handle ragadvesha. Therefore, that person, who is that person? Karma yogi. Because he handles ragadvesha, that person to be known as Nitya Sannyasi. So therefore, karma yoga is better. It doesn't mean that sannyasa is belittled here. No. Karma yoga vishishyate. Because previous shloka, karma sannyasat, karma yoga vishishyate. There is a comparison. Does it mean sannyasa is belittled? No. It is just to present that being in a grihastha ashrama also one can be a sannyasi. Of course, sannyasa ashrama also helps a person. It is symbolized by the change in the robe, by changing the role responsibilities are changed, no responsibilities. Many things are different. Many things they move away from. Therefore, that sannyasa lifestyle that is conducive for jnanam, that is different. It is, of course, it has got certain advantage. It's purely the personal. If the person is prepared, then it is advantage. If it is not prepared, then it is disadvantage. So, for here we are talking. Here we are. This reply is given to Arjuna. So we are talking to the person who is a karma yogi. Therefore, we have to say karma yoga is better because he is in the stage of preparation. Therefore, karma yoga is better for you. So one has to grow out of many things to become a sannyasi. Therefore, here the advice is given in general and in particular to Arjuna and general to all of us that karma yoga is better. One has to grow out of many things. Sannyasi doesn't have the chance to grow out of things, whereas this karma yogi has a chance. He has a chance to grow out of things. Naturally, he grows out of. Like you grow out of so many things which you were obsessed, which you were liking in your childhood. You have grown out of that. Similarly, there's a natural growth happens in the karma yogi, and there's a chance, possibility for him very well in the grihastha ashrama. So, therefore, sannyasa ashrama is better. And that person who has grown out of all this and free from and who is free from or who is able to handle this raga dvesha better way, that person who is not affected by the objects, by the presence of object or absence of object or person, situation, whatever it may be, not affected by anything. That person to be known as a Nitya Sannyasi is not affected by the presence of a thing or absence of a thing, because that alone causes ragadvesha. If you have liking for an object, if that is present, then you are happy because you have liking. If you have hatred for an object, if it is there, then you don't like it. You want that to be get rid of. So getting and getting rid, that is what ragadvesha. So both are not there. Then the person is free, Nitya Sannyasi. You are not affected. So therefore, Nitya Sannyasi means the person who doesn't come under the spell of ragadvesha. That person is Nitya Sannyasi. And this karma yogi who has the attitude of Ishvararpana buddhi and prasada buddhi, that alone makes him free from ragadvesha. That is what karma yoga is. That alone makes him free from ragadvesha. So that person is Nitya Sannyasi. That person is Nitya Sannyasi. And also the sannyasi who has taken to sannyasa is also free from ajnanam. Yes, is gained jnanam. That person Nitya Sannyasi. He is also Nitya Sannyasi. After jnanam is Nitya Sannyasi. So Nitya Sannyasi can be, as Bhashyakara says in his Bhashyam, it can be in the absolute sense or in the relative sense. Absolute sense refers to a sannyasi who has got jnanam, and he therefore jnanena, because of jnanam, is free from ragadvesha. That is Nitya Sannyasi. Sannyasi who is in sannyasa ashrama. And here we are talking about the karma yogi who is free from raga dvesha. Yaha na dveshti na kakshati. Saha nitya sannyas. Therefore, whether a person is a sannyasi or not, it's not a problem. What makes a difference is this raga dvesha. Therefore, nirdvandvaha. Nirdvandvaha. Dvandva means pairs of opposites. Raga dvesha, sukha dukkha, labha alabha, iti. Nirdvandvaha. Dvandvaha na vidyate. Who is free from the pairs of opposites, like raga dvesha, etc. Nirdvandvaha, referring to the person. Nyaya saha nitya sannyasi. Yaha na dveshti na kankshati. Yaha nirdvandvaha. Saha sukam bandhat pramuchyate. That person, nirdvandaha, sukam bandhat pramuchyate. That person is pramuchyate. Sukam, what is sukam? Sukam not happiness, okay. Sukam is not here ananda or happiness. It is adverbial. Sukhena. Sukam, sukhena. Can say in Tritiya also, no problem. Sukam, easily. That is the meaning. Easily. Lagut lagavena ityartaha. Sukam is easily. Bandhat pramuchyate. From the bandha is released easily. You have to note the word sukam. Sukam is that, don't take it as ananda. Here ananda is not talked about. Pramuchyate is that much dhatu, muchyate, released. Who is released? Yaha nitya sannyasi, yaha na dveshti na kankshati. Sorry. Yaha na dveshti na kankshati. Saha nitya sannyasi iti jneyah. Saha nirdvandaha. Saha bandhat sukam pramuchyate. He is released from bandha. Easily is released from bandha. Bandha is the samsara. That's raga dvesha. So nirdvandaha and raga dvesha rigitaha. Therefore, samsara which is the bandha, bandhat pramuchyate, easily. There is not much, there is no shrama. Easily is released from this bandha. So, therefore, what matters, what is here is raga dvesha, free from raga dvesha, not carried over by raga dvesha, free from nirdvanda, pairs of opposite, sukha dukkha, etc. All this can be brought in. That is pairs of opposite, nirdvanda. Therefore, released from this bandha easily. The one who is released from this bandha easily, by handling this raga dvesha, by being free from this nirdvanda, saga nitya sannyasi iti jneyah, whoever it may be, whether he is a sannyasi or is grihastha. Yes, is free from raga dvesha, which implies jnanam. Therefore, where jnanam is there, whether the bhagya sannyasa is there or not, that person is sannyasi only, nitya sannyasi, because the person has got jnanam. What jnanam? Agam akarta, abhokta, agam sachit ananda atma, not touched by raga, not touched by dvesha, that atma, agam atma, brahma, free from the pairs of opposites, that swarupa jnanam, swarupa jnanena, samsara bandhat, sukam pramuchyate, because free from samsara. So, in the absolute sense also, he is a nitya sannyasi. Relatively also, he is a nitya sannyasi, being in the ashrama, following karma yoga, not swayed by raga dvesha, having the ishvararpana buddhi and prasada buddhi. That person also should be considered to be a sannyasi. As a sadhaka also is a sannyasi. As a sadhya to be reached, as sadhya, having reached sadhya, that person also nitya sannyasi. Iti. Therefore, karma sannyasat karma yoga vishishyate. Therefore, no problem for a Arjuna. You can very well stay in the grihastha and follow karma yoga. You can still be a sannyasi. If you want to become sannyasi, you can still be a sannyasi. There is no problem. Iti. Iti. Very beautiful, nice shloka, important shloka. Then, if seeing Arjuna, probably Bhagavan Krishna understood that is not probably not convinced. Therefore, he says, both are same. Both are meant for the same goal. Again, he restates. The next shloka we will read. fourth shloka. Sankhya Yoga Pratak Balaha Pravadanti na Panditaha Ekamapyastita Samyak Tad Yogairapi Gamyate. Sorry. I went to the next shloka. Ubayor Vindate Palam. Okay. I went to the next shloka. Tadyogairapi Gamyate. Okay. Ekamapyasita Samyak Tadyogairapi Gamyate. What would be the meaning? They are also, both are connected. Okay. That which is next look and just Sankhya Prapite Sthanam Tadyogairapi Gamyate. That which is attained by Sankhya Sannyasi, the same is gained by the yoga also. So Ekamapyasita Samyak Ubayor Vindate Palam Tad Yogagi Abhi Gamyate. Anyway. I'm not sure whether it will fit into it, but anyway, we can make it fit also, possible. Anyway, so this year, Sankhya Yoga Pratak Balaha Prabhadantina Panditaha. Panditaha is informed people. Panditaha na Pravadanti, na Vadanti. Panditaha na Vadanti. They don't say what Pratak. They don't say Pratak. They don't distinguish. That is a translation. Pravadanti is say, vadadatu, vadati, saying. They don't say pratak, separate, they don't distinguish. What? Sankhya Yoga. Sankhya Yoga. Sankyam. Sankyaha. Cha Yogaha cha. Itaretara Dvandva Samasa. Sankhya Yoga. Sankhya. What is Sankhya? The word Sankhya referring in this context, Sankhya literally meaning Jnanam. In this context, Sankhya referring to Sannyasa. How do we take Sankhya to be Sannyasa? Second chapter is Sankhya Yogo Nama Dvitiyodhyayaha. Second chapter is Sankhya Yoga, Jnana Yoga. Sankhya meaning Jnanam. Then why don't we call here, this is what in the shloka yields to different interpretations. Sankhya meaning jnana, yoga means action. So jnanam and action are same. Why do you distinguish? Iti, people translate. Then not only this, not the modern people, even the acharyas, that is why different views are there, different darshanas are there. Taking the meaning of Sankhya to be Jnanam, Yoga to be the karma. Therefore, Jnana karma noho, Jnana karma samuchaya, both lead to the same thing. Therefore, what you gain through Jnana, you can gain through karma also. It means karmana sadhyaha. What moksha becomes a problem. That's what all the way we are debating and we are defeating. We are criticizing. We stand against that. They are Purupakshi all the way. This jnana karma samuchaya and completely against karma. Karma leads to moksha is we completely fight. We dismiss. We argue with them. It cannot be. So therefore here Sankhya Yoga jnana karmani can we take? One has to remember what has been talked about and what is going to be talked about. What is going to be talked about, we may not know. But Acharya and the tradition, they know. Who write the commentary, they know. And Bhagavad Pada, he remembers. Of course, he knows everything, he remembers. Therefore, Sankhya, the word, he will connect to the third chapter. Lokesmin Dvividha Nishta Pura Prokta Mayanaha Jnana yogena sankhyanam. That's two types of lifestyle. That is how this chapter also started. There he used the word Sankhya in the third chapter. Jnana yogena Sankhyanam. There we took the meaning of Sankhya to be sannyasi. Therefore, here Sankhya refers to sannyasa. So Bhagavan Krishna uses the word Sankhya in the place of sannyasa. So we have to take the meaning of the word Sankhya to be the ashrama, sannyasa ashrama. Sannyasa ashrama. Not as jnanam. If you take as a jnanam, then yoga is karma. So jnana karma, jnana karma are not different. No, that interpretation becomes a problem. So Sankhya here referring to sannyasa ashrama, sannyasa. Yoga referring to the grasta ashrama, karma yoga lifestyle. So Sankhya referring to sannyasa lifestyle, yoga referring to karma yoga lifestyle. So Sankhya yoga with regard to the lifestyles, there's no problem. You can choose any lifestyle. So Panditaha, informed people, wise people, they do not distinguish these two different lifestyles because you have choice in choosing the lifestyle. Both lifestyles are meant for Gyan. There is no problem. Therefore, any lifestyle you can choose. So Panditaha, they do not distinguish and compare the lifestyles. Sannyasa is greater, Grihastha is down further, is below the sannyasa ashrama, or Grihastha is greater, sannyasa is not. Iti pratak, pratakkaranam na karoti. They don't distinguish whether is sannyasi or karma yogi. Fine, no problem. Sannyasa, let note here, between the lifestyle there is no issue, no problem. You can choose. But sannyasa and karma yoga, when you say, karma yoga is a means for the jnanam which is characterized by sannyasa and therefore to moksha. So jnanam is the means to moksha. There is no compromise with regard to that. Problem being ajnanam, bandha because of ajnanam. Therefore jnana is the means, and jnanam is gained through what? Jnanam is gained through jnana yoga, for which the sannyasa lifestyle is conducive, and the same thing can be followed in the Grihastha also. And for that, karma yoga is the prerequisite. Karma only gives the yogyata. So therefore, whether the person is a sannyasi or karma yogi, jnanam is common. Both get the same palam, moksha palam. There is no problem with regard to that. Therefore, distinguishing their lifestyle and saying they are pratak, they are different, these panditas will not do this only. Then who will do? These people, balaha pravadanti. Balaha eva pravadanti, na panditaha. Only balaha. Balaha means boys, children. But here it is not boys, it is opposite to panditaha. Pandita is thinking people. Balaha, non-thinking people. Those people who do not think, who are deprived, who don't operate their buddhi, who don't have viveka, who are not informed, avivekis, immature people, don't have understanding, those are balaha. Even if the person is a vriddha purusha, vayo vriddha, is a balaha only. He is a balaha only. Even if the person is an aged person, with regard to understanding is balaha. A nice word to scold. Even if the person is an aged person, is a balaha only with regard to this understanding of this. Because pratak vadanti, they are different, he say. Therefore, balaha eva pratak vadanti, na panditaha. Only these non-thinking people only they distinguish the two ashrama, not the panditas. The informed people, they don't see difference between the two lifestyles. Both are meant for the same goal. Okay. Now, this Sankhya Yoga, Sankhya referring to the sannyasa ashrama and yoga too. So Sankhya referring to the nivritti marga and yoga referring to pravritti marga. So Sankhya yoga pravritti nivritti tayoho bhedaha nasti panditaha na pravadanti ekamapyasita samyak ubayor vindate palam ekam apyasita samyak ekam api astitaha ekam plus api plus astitaha means remaining in one, resorted to one. Ekam api astitaha, remaining in one ashrama, one, whether it is pravritti or nivritti. Pravritti characterized by grastha ashrama, that is karma yoga lifestyle. Nivritti by sannyasa ashrama, whatever it may be. Remaining in one, samyak ubayoga vindate palam, very well. The person remaining in one ashrama very well attains the result of both the ashrama. What is the result of following these two ashrama? What is the result of following the lifestyle of karma yoga grastha ashrama? Moksha. What is the result of following sannyasa ashrama? There is also moksha only. Therefore, with regard to jnanam, with regard to moksha, there is no problem. Ubayogo vindate palam. They attain ubayogo vindate palam. He attained the result of both the ashrama. It means the moksha is attained, which is attained through both the ashrama. Moksha is the goal, and that is for that only these sannyasis and these karma yogis are striving for. So karma yoga, the people in the grastha ashrama, they follow karma yoga for moksha. They follow karma yoga and they pursue jnanam for moksha. Sannyasis also pursue jnanam for moksha. So the palam, moksha palam, yet moksha palam sannyasina labhyate, yet moksha palam karma yogi becomes jnani, that jnana yogi, then that's how we have to understand. Karma yogi, what I'm using, that is grastha ashrama. Karma yogina labhyate. Therefore, the palam is ubayoga vindate eva. By both this palam is vindate labhyate eva. Therefore, the lifestyle are different. But both are designed for the same goal, moksha alone. Both are designed for same goal. Therefore, you cannot say, so from that we can understand, you cannot say that particular lifestyle alone give moksha. That is what it means. Particular lifestyle alone give moksha. You cannot say. Sannyasa ashrama also meant for moksha. Palam is moksha. Grastha ashrama also meant for. That is what the understanding should be. Yeah, grastha, a karma yogi, for him, moksha should be the priority. Not should be. In fact, that is what it is. But overpowered by dharmartha, kama, purushartha, raga, dvesha, people are after so many things. But grastha ashrama or the marriage or etc. is meant for moksha only. It is a means for the final end. But final end is moksha is often, it's a seldom looked upon. That is why people are after so many things. Really, if you analyze and have the understanding, moksha is the goal for which the marriage, the parentage, everything are the means. Everything are the means for the goal, moksha. So therefore, whatever may be the lifestyle, since the goal being the same, therefore remaining in one, ekam api asitaha, samyak ubayoga palam vindate, we can gain the result which are attained through both. Therefore, any particular ashrama cannot guarantee, you cannot say this will guarantee moksha, because both are meant for moksha only. So we cannot say this lifestyle alone give moksha. With regard to lifestyle, no problem. That's what Bhagavan Krishna here reiterates here. Then the next shloka we will read. Yat sankhyaih prapyate sthanam.
Yat sankhyaih prapyate sthanam.
Tadyogairapi gamyate.
Tadyogairapi gamyate.
Ekam sankyam cha yogam cha.
Ekam sankyam cha yogam cha.
Yah pashyati sa pashyati.
Yah pashyati sa pashyati.
Yaha pashyati saga pashyati. What is it? Yaha, the one who sees, he sees. You have to connect. Yaha yat sankyehi prapyate, yat sthanam sankyehi prapyate, tat yogaihi api gamyate, avagam prapyate. Yaha sankyam yogam ekam pashyati, saga eva pashyati. Sankhya, it is sankyam cha yogam cha. That is ekam sankyam cha yogam cha. Yaha pashyati sankyam yogam cha ekam saha pashyati. That is this sthanam. Sthanam is the goal, in fact. Sthanam, the place. That is vidvat sannyasa, jnanam. Yat sankhyehi prapyate. Yat sthanam, yat lakshyam, that is moksham, mokshaha, moksham. Mokshaha, yat sthanam, moksha, karmani, therefore moksha, yat yaha mokshaha prapyate. That freedom which is gained by sankhyehi, sannyas, by sannyasibhihi. Sannyasa ashramibihi. Yat sankhyehi, that which is gained by the sannyasi, tat tadyogairapi, you have to split, tat yogaihi api gamyate, that is reached by the karma yogi also. Moksha, which is attained by sankhya, that is sannyasi, sankhyehi, sannyasi, sankhya, the word referred to sannyasis. Moksha, sthanam meaning moksha here. Sthanam literally means place. Stadatu lyut pratyaya. What is the place? The place of reach, that is goal, lakshyam ityarthaha. So yat sthanam, that goal which is attained by the sannyasi, is attained by karma yogi also. Gamyate. Here goal is what? Goal is not something to be reached in terms of space and time. There is no spatial difference. It is avagamyate, it is prapyate, is it is paravidya vishaya. Param chet jnatavyam, jnayate. Therefore, yat sankhyehi prapyate, yat sthanam, that moksha which is attained by, moksha is by jnana. Therefore, that which is known by sankhya is very well can be known by karma yogis also. Because both for knowledge there is no problem. Both can know. What can be known by a sannyasi, that knowledge, that jnanam, which is the goal, moksha, what is known, what can be known by a sannyasi, or what is known by a sannyasi, is known by a karma yogi also. Knowing which it becomes free. Knowing which becomes free. So that here it is prapyate, gamyate, iti sakarmaka dhatu is given, but you have to understand there is no movement. So gamyate, that's why I said gamyate, avagamyate. Understood, avagamyate. The prapanam is only, attaining is only knowing. Knowing Brahma, one becomes free. So that Brahma Jnanam, which is gained by sannyasi, is also gained by karma yogis. Brahma Jnanam gives moksha. Understanding the Tattvamasi Mahavakya gives moksha. Tattvamasi vicharena jnanena moksha. And moksha is attained by Sankhyas. Then same moksha, which is through jnanam is common for both. Therefore, yogaihi api gamyate eva. So what is the problem? Both attain jnanam, and therefore both becomes free from bandha, samsara. Therefore, where is the pratak karanam here? Those who do pratakkarnam, they are balaha. Panditaha na kurvanti, na pravadanti. Therefore, it says, Ekam Sankyam cha Yogam cha. Ekam, one who understands. Yaha pashyati. Yaha pashyati. Here pashyati means, means avagachyati. Yaha avagachyati. Seeing is understanding, right? In English also we see after the class we say, do you see it? Do you see what I'm saying? Did you get what I mean? Did you see what is meant? Seeing is understanding. Did you get it? Avagamyate, seeing, avagachyati. So yaha avagachyati. Pashyati is equal to avagachyati. Janati. Avagachyati or janati. Yaha janati, saka janati. One who knows, he knows. No one only knows. So what? Ekam Sankyam cha Yogam cha. The one who knows, who understands the Sankhya, that is sannyasa, and yoga, the karma yoga, as one. How it can be one? Not in lifestyle, but in terms of the result, the moksha. Not in form, not in lifestyle, but in terms of moksha, in terms of jnanam, and therefore moksha, it is same. Therefore, ekam sankyam cha yogam cha. Therefore, how many paths are there for moksha? Lifestyles are many. With regard to lifestyles, there are many. You can have any number of lifestyles, but we have only two lifestyles, either grihastha, which includes, which I'm saying general, which in the part of our understanding, we can include the vanaprastha also. Brahmacharya also. Brahmacharya, of course, not grihastha, but you can take it as one group, which consists of these three ashrama, and the other ashrama is this sannyasa ashrama. Only 4 lifestyles are possible. There are no other lifestyles. Or a person can be in both. Of course, cannot be in sannyasa and grihastha. That is not possible. A person can be partially grihastha, partially vanaprastha. Similarly, a person. Similarly, as a person cannot be a grihastha and sannyasi, similarly a person cannot be a brahmachari and grihastha. That is not possible. Okay. So there is no overlapping of the ashrama between a brahmacharya lifestyle and grihastha ashrama. There is no overlapping of the grihastha ashrama and sannyasa ashrama. Either it should be sannyasi or it should be grihastha. Either it should be brahmachari or it should be a grihastha or sannyasi. That very clear distinction given. Even vanaprastha also, since vanaprastha lifestyle is not there now, that's why I said that we can combine both. It is lifestyle is there, its possibility is given, it's there. Anyway, we can group these 3 lifestyles into one category: brahmacharya, grihastha, and vanaprastha. Another category is sannyasa. As 2 lifestyles we can take. That's a choice. There are no other lifestyles. And whatever sadhanam you do, it's all preparation for jnana. Jnana yogita. With regard to that, there are so many means, no problem. Karma yoga, you can call by any name. It's all karma yoga only. But for jnanam, there is no other means. Only jnanam is a means. For moksha, jnanam alone is a means. Therefore, with regard to lifestyle, there is no problem. So whatever the lifestyle you take, since moksha, which is a goal, and it is attainable only through eka sadhanam, jnana sadhanam. Therefore, ekam sankyam cha yaha janati, saha yaha pashyati, saha janati. The one who sees sannyasa ashrama and grihastha ashrama are same as I mean in terms of the result. That person really understands. He sees as it is. He is a person who has the correct vision. Since both ashrama are conducive for moksha, contribute for moksha, therefore it doesn't see difference between them. That person has the correct understanding. He has the right understanding. So ekam sankyam cha yogam cha. This line also is misinterpreted, or I would say it is differently interpreted. Jnanam sankyam. Sankyam is jnanam. Yogam is karma. So jnanam and karma are same. That meaning is possible. That is why I keep saying that. Sankhya referring to the lifestyle, yoga referring to karma yoga, lifestyle. So with regard to lifestyle, there is no problem. With regard to sadhanam, Sankhya, that is jnanam alone is sadhanam. There you cannot say both are one. Yaha pashyati, saga pashyati. That is cannot be said. That is wrong. Why it is wrong? Jnanam alone gives moksha. Ajnanam being the problem, jnanam should be the means. What else could be the means? Therefore, they cannot be equated. Lifestyles can be equated. Not absolutely. With regard to the result, it can be equated. Ekam iti. The one who has this understanding, that person alone sees it correctly, looks upon, have the understanding correctly. One who sees in this manner have the correct understanding, as a right understanding. Iti, Bhagavan Krishna says, next shloka, we will see. We'll see next class. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunvanti Divyai Stavai Vedai Sangha Padakramo Panishadai Yaganti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavastitadatgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam Navidusura Suraganaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om
धन्यवाद गुरुजी।